Hi, this is Paul with Music Record Shop, and I'm coming back to you with some new arrivals in our punk section. It's been a while, so I have a lot of them to go through. First one is something I found from one of our distributors. It's a out-of-print Samoan 10-inch for Don't Break Me. If you're a Samoan fan, you don't have this, you should come pick it up. Like I said, it's out of print, kind of hard to find. Next, we got a couple from two of my all-time favorite bands. The first one is the Stitches 8x12, their first album. I'm pretty excited to see this. This is obviously a picture disc of the album. This one's number 264 of 2500. Stitches are kind of like a Southern California adolescence TSOL sounding band with a little bit of like 77 punk in it. Great band. If you don't know them, check it out. Should have some Stitches in your collection. Next one is Smogtown, another band from Southern California that's kind of in the same vein as Stitches. They play a lot of shows together. Most of their stuff's out of print. This one on Modern Action was the only one I could track down. It's a really good album. Incest and Pestilence. Got a restock of Jello Biafra with the Melvins. I believe the last one we got sold before we had a chance to put it in a video. Next album up is The Faith Void Split from Discord. This is the hardcore split album to judge all other splits by. Both bands are great. You need this in your collection if you're into that DC hardcore sound. Next one, another classic from Stiff Little Fingers. This was reissued, I think it was last year. Sounds a lot better than some of the previous reissues that came out. Again, another classic that everybody needs in their collection. One of my all-time favorite bands. Another reissue. We got a lot of them here in a row. Uniform Choice's Demo. This initially came out on 2 7-inches, but it's been repackaged, remastered, and released on a 12-inch single. It includes download and a poster with this one. Next up, we have Crime from San Francisco. One of the first San Francisco punk bands. Kind of has a rock and roll, rockabilly feel to it. Great band, classic band, kind of legendary. Reissue of Negative Approach, Tied Down, Touch and Go on purple vinyl. Got a couple albums from Grave Mistake. We've got Red Death, Permanent Exile, Coke Bust. You had some requests for some stuff on Grave Mistake, so I've been trying to track down a few more of their releases. We have the Anti-Queens from Canada, all-female pop punk. I wouldn't really say pop. Just kind of like rock and roll punk band. Great band. We have Angry Samoan's second album from, I believe this is on, it says here it's on limited edition of 1500 on blood red vinyl, 200 gram vinyl. This one's 1020 out of 1500. Another classic that everybody should have. We have Violent Reaction next. Been trying to get Chubby and the Gang's album back in the store, but it's been hard to trace down. Some of the members of Violent Reaction are in Chubby and the Gang, so I thought I'd bring it in. It's great, hardcore, kind of like Revelation, straight edge, hardcore sound. And speaking of Revelation, we got a few from them next. We got Shook One's latest album. This one's on color vinyl. It doesn't say, for some reason Rev never tells you what color they are, but this is Shook One's latest record. The older ones are being reissued by Revelation, and we'll be getting those in when they come out. New one from Rev. We got World Be Free, One Time for Unity. This is pretty much a who's who of hardcore straight edge bands project that few of the guys are doing. Definitely, if you're into Gorilla Biscuits, Youth of Today, any of that type of stuff, you're gonna love this record. One of my favorites from last year, Western Addiction. It's on Fat Records, kind of a hardcore punk sound. Next, switching up gears completely, we have the John Spencer Blues Explosion. Awesome garage rock, raw rock and roll from John Spencer. We have Radioactivity's first album with Jeff Burke from the Marked Men. And then finally, the last is Chaos UK before the business is shutting down for COVID. On our chalkboard, someone requested that we bring in some Chaos UK. I kept looking for it and it was never available from our distributor, so I finally found one. I brought it in, so if you were the person that wrote it on our request board, you know, better late than never. It's here for you. Come get it. That's all for me for today. Be sure and like and follow us on YouTube, and let us know if there's anything you need in the shop. Thanks.